I kind of went into previous to today. Well, Moses has been proven. Anyone that God chooses to do a monumental thing of this house has been proven. This is what makes this house so monumental. This is a proven house. The leaders of this house are proven. They go through things. You don't just come forward and proclaim a bunch of stuff and then wear that title. This is not that type of house. This is a house of action-oriented, highly active people. If you come representing this house, and if you come in the form of a spiritual avatar that God uses to do his will in the world, friend, you got to be really with it. You've got to be extremely active. People are not going to like you, and you're not going to care. Because the road it takes, that what they call the road to Damascus, what the road it takes for you to get to where you need to be used by God is filled with people not liking you. It's a dishonor to someone, for someone to come upon people that God uses in a tremendous way and label them as people that want to be liked. You misunderstand their actions. You're misunderstanding their motivation in coming forward or what they're doing. You're trying to dissect their walk in a way that makes sense to you because you have no other way of understanding exactly what's going on within them. They don't care about being liked, friend. In fact, being liked is a responsibility that they just can't afford to have. It costs a lot to be liked. Being liked is like binding someone. Now you've got to care about feelings and perceptions and all this kind of stuff. Moses comes forth. And in some instances, it's okay to do that because sometimes the road that God leads you down, you've got to wear many hats. You've got to be fluid like water and be able to adapt to learn your environment. Kind of like the serpent when it comes upon you and it moves when you move. You've got to be able to adapt to figure out your environment. You've got to move in the ways of the environment to learn it so you don't undermine the intention that God has in you to do a thing in that space. But when Moses comes forward in the book of Exodus, chapter 3, he's already proven himself. He's already overcome the high priests of Egypt and chased him out of Egypt and then followed him into the land of Cush. These are all very strong kingdoms, friend. When you talk about this, the kingdom of Cush, you're talking about Ethiopia. Spirituality at heightened levels we don't know really today. So when he goes to the land of Cush, Ethiopia, he becomes king there and chases the priests out of Ethiopia, and he goes back to Egypt. And the people love Musa. And he rests with Jethro, the high priest. Jethro would be Moses' mentor. And while Moses is with Jethro, Scripture picks up at where God introduces himself to Moses at. God is eyeing Moses all along. He's saying, is he going to be a good candidate? Does he have enough heart to get the job done? Is he able to lean on his own knowing and move in confidence in his own knowing without him needing to know me? Is he able to be disciplined enough to keep himself in alignment and control himself? Does he have character enough to know right from wrong and to stand in it when no one's looking? When he feels like he can do whatever he wants to do, does he hold himself to that same regard and control himself? These are the things that God asks all of us in our walk. Those moments when you think no one is looking and you can get away with whatever it is you're doing, those are the moments that God is right there looking at you, friend. You had best know it.